Tranquil Twickenham, home to English rugby and home of the Army versus Navy annual showdown. But its future at the largest dedicated rugby union venue in the world is under threat amid complaints about fans' behaviour. However, it seems to be a story of two halves.
The reports we've had so far are that the behaviour by the fans within the stadium has been the best that it's been for very many years. So the fewest level of incidents reported that we've had for a very long time.
But outside, after the game, a different picture is emerging.
We've been sent videos where people are quite openly standing on the pavements, peeing into people's gardens, over the wall. There's a far increased scale of sort of violence and sort of just rolling around in the streets. We've got pictures of a policeman sitting on a fan. We had the local theatre. There was an attempted theft from the local theatre by people attending the match. And of course all of the local pubs and businesses go into lockdown during this event, and that damages trade for our publicans.
Well, it's pretty quiet here on this street here in Twickenham at the moment, but it wouldn't have been like this on Saturday, and many of the fans who were going to that match came to the Eel Pie, and I've been in there to talk to the landlord, and he is saying that actually he didn't have any problem on Saturday. Everybody that came to the pub before and after the game were well behaved, but it is correct that all the pubs in Twickenham have to close at 7 o'clock on the Army-Navy Rugby Day. It's the only day, the only match that this applies to, but all the pubs must close at 7 p.m. The council claims, despite efforts by the RFU and the Army-Navy Match Committee to mitigate antisocial behaviour, it hasn't worked. It argues those who go see it as a drunken al fresco fancy dress party, with the rugby match being of secondary importance.
I always avoid town whenever it takes place because I think it gets really rowdy. The streets are just filled with litter the day after. It's disgusting.
I thought they were good-natured, basically. I found it no different to any other international or national game at the stadium, basically.
In most years when the game is on, most people who live locally think, right, this is time to get out. And I know various restaurants and bars shut early because they anticipate trouble.
The council plans to meet with the RFU to suggest the fixture should rotate around other stadia. So will it be here next year?
They've already announced the dates, and that's really quite annoying because given the scale of the complaints that they had, it's shown a completely tin ear to local residents and their concerns that before, within days of the issues that we've been experiencing, hey, we're coming back on May the 2nd, buy your tickets now. And it just shows a complete disregard and disrespect for local residents and their concerns.
Well, we'll work with the local authorities, we'll work with the Met Police, and we'll work obviously with the RFU to see what measures we do need to put into place to ensure that the fixture, which would be the 103rd fixture, would be secured going forward.
Meetings between all the parties are due over the coming weeks. Claire Sadler, Forces News, Twickenham.